This is Lauren.
This is Trey.
And this
is the Partnership Podcast.
Welcome back, gentle audience.
It's us. We back.
Guys, we've never botched 4 in a row. We are currently in Europe. We are right now, as you're listening to this. That's not true. We just got back. Hi, welcome. We're not hungover, jet lagged. That's the word.
They were really kind to us.
we
They're like, oh, you guys are American? Welcome.
We're so excited to see Americans.
Doing great.
Keep it up, y'all. No, probably not what happened, but can't wait to tell you guys. We'll record in a couple days and tell you all about Europe. Trey's first time in Europe, so it'll be fun. But right now, we want to talk about what, babe? We left off last time talking about fucking and the difficulty some find in long-term partnership in prioritizing their own sensual delight, pleasure, fantasy, want. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to toss the ball to you. This is one of your favorite subjects to talk about. Do you find it difficult, with me, your beloved, to prioritize your wanting and the chasing of your pleasure inside of a sexual container or encounter together? Talk about that. Just like carnally fucking.
If I've had any difficulty at this stage for me, it would be on me because I'm not asking for what I want. So if I want to have like special sex, my job is to ask for it and schedule the opportunity for it to happen.
Not expect me to mind read you?
Not expect you to mind read me. So, and also I trust that you're going to stay in your limits if I ask for like really cool sex stuff. So, yeah.
And okay, so here's what happens sometimes, and I'm just thinking of this and how beautiful it is. So Trey, as you have probably gathered, prioritizes my pleasure, and if that includes my desire for an orgasmic experience, that is going to be top of the list for Trey. Trey is not one to just be like, okay, sex is over with my ejaculatory experience. Boom. No.
If so, we'd schedule it.
Well, that's what I was just about to say.
That would be in my category of that would be a fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about this. So
Yep.
Trey will sometimes do this because that is fun. It is fun. And guess what? Newsflash, it's actually fun for me too. Just to like be used and be the center like to be the one he wants to use. You got to get there, my friends, because when you think about our favorite movies and rom-coms and romance novels and smut, it usually is someone chasing their carnal pleasure with someone else's body. So for me, hair toss, to be the center of that, it is really fun. It also is a whole lot less time. So some of Trey's really involve, something like a scenario where I do have on a work skirt or something, and he gets to just bend me over something and then chase his pleasure with penetrative intercourse. Now, longtime listeners, I didn't call them long-timers anymore, might remember me talking about the importance of arousal, me talking about the way that the vagina needs to tent and balloon, right? So this isn't something that is always attainable for everyone. So it might need to be that you do bend me over. This is a you-centered experience. And then Trey will be like, do I need to pause? And I often will be like, yep, just give me a second to let my vagina tent and balloon. There are still all of these things kind of like woven in. And then he can go to town. But it is something that you do ask sometimes. It is not often. You can request that more, by the way.
Sure.
As I'm sitting here getting aroused.
How do you?
About it.
Great. Yeah. How do you request a fuck from me?
I'll do it sometimes, won't I? Oh, God. I'm just thinking about how much more inherently risky and adventurous mine are than yours. Mine are usually like, I want you to touch me. You might not have even noticed this. I wanted you to touch, I kept putting like my sweater over my legs on the train, and I wanted you to like run your hand down my thigh, just like rest it in the like the space between my legs, like rest it on the seam of my jeans because I was almost done with my romance novel.
Yeah, she was reading smut on the train.
All my clients are asking for it. People have been writing in. They're like, what were you reading? Scarlett Peckham, guys. Oh my God. Historical romance novels. But this was all BDSM themed and it's normalizing kinks. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. So I like, that was for my pleasure. That wasn't for you. But it's usually like that, or like, I want to have sex in the bathroom on the train like we did before. Or, yeah, it's literally, it is also fast. It's time bound. Time bound. It usually has to do with straddling you. I love to be like on top, or.
You have really guttural orgasms like on top also.
I do.
Are those your best orgasms?
Yeah. Anatomically, an on-top position where I can control the rocking of my hips can allow me, gentle audience, to stimulate all of the different places on my clitoris that I know feel best to me. And then if Trey is inside of me, if that penetration is able to stimulate from the inside, the clitoris, and or possibly even cervix. So it's good. That's a good position. Yeah. Oh, I mean, kind of that other day when I came down to the basement, we talked about this already, but like I came down to the basement, something got changed or canceled, my massage, I think. So all of a sudden I had more time. That was the last time I took. I'm not good at You do such a better job
so
at
that
requesting.
wasn't a fuck. That was like we traveled to a different stratosphere on that one. That was like an hour long. It started in the basement, went to the couch, went upstairs. It was like a rainy day. That wasn't a fuck.
That was not a fuck?
That was not a fuck. That was like,
a fuck for me.
No, that was some 7-year, we've been through some shit and we're in a good place currently type of kind of world-changing sex, where it's like I drove away from that one saying it's like I can't fuck anybody like that. Wrong phrase. I can't have sex like that with anyone on earth other than you.
Yeah, that's true. We were both like flashes. It was also so heart-filling. Okay, that's true. When is the last time you can think of that I fucked you for like my pleasure?
Hotel, New York City. That was from, I think that was, I don't know who that was for. It was oral sex.
Oh, that was fun.
Like it,
that was fun.
And usually like I'll get a couple of kisses in some special places and then we'll be on our way, which I love. And that's like, great, time to start the day. But you continued to initiate. And then I'm like, oh, I can lean back in this and actually let this happen. And that was fucking fat. That was a fuck.
That was a fuck. You're
Who was
so
it
right.
for? I don't know. Who was it for, honey?
This is the cool thing about oral sex, and I will talk to so many of my clients about it. It was a client who inspired this because I, as a sexuality educator and relationship coach, it's so lovely because a lot of times we are working through hard, difficult relational scenarios and differentiation, yada, yada. But then sometimes
we're talking about the mortgage.
Yeah. Sometimes we get to spend an entire session talking about blowjobs. Mm-hmm. So we had been on Beducated, shout out, great platform. And we were watching their blowjob course that is a recent upload. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was checking the battery life.
It's so full.
Go ahead.
We were watching a blowjob course and they had all these techniques, most of which are things that I do naturally. What I love about so many platforms, y'all, that give demonstrations, for lack of a better word, is that they've given names to things that just humans have been doing naturally. And they find out that like, oh, a bunch of humans do this. Let's give it a name. Like, these aren't official names.
Like the windmill?
Right. Like somebody said Catholic prayer or like prayer hands. And it was like running your hands up and down like this. I can't really hear. I'll use the mic like this. Mm-hmm. With your mouth too. Toboggan. Mm-hmm. There'd be lots of. Anyway, one of the things was really giving special attention to the frenulum, which is the space right beneath the head of the penis, where if someone is uncircumcised, kind of the skin has pushed down to. But if someone is circumcised, it is right there where the foreskin would have started to come out. It is a super, super, super sensitive area on anyone with a penis. And I know this, but I don't think I've ever made love to it like I did. And so I think I was just like curious of like, what's going to happen here? And what my clients and I talk about is the joy in blowjobs is the enjoyment that you're getting to experience by watching the pleasure on someone else's face. Now, this is an indirect route to pleasure. This is what we would say in Wheel of Consent is an indirect route to pleasure. So this was for you, but I was getting so much enjoyment out of the process and trying my hand at my new tricks, trying my lips and my mouth at my new tricks. And I would say it was successful. The cool thing is when we study porn and men and what they are enjoying when they are watching pornography, it is usually the enjoyment on the face of, if they're watching hetero porn, the woman in the instance, and her delight in what is happening, or her ecstasy in what is happening, or her desire for what is happening. And so when I'm coaching a client through giving a great blowjob, I'm like, the thing that matters the most is your want to do this. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to, nor should ya. If his penis is stinky, don't think you need to put it in your mouth. Go ask for him to wash it. Or don't do it. If your head is getting pushed down there, which so many of my clients have an experience with, first of all, guys, stop that. That's gross. Unless it has been predetermined, like discussed, like a conversation, don't do that. Don't non-consensually force your penis in someone's mouth. Okay, so aside from that, I was just having fun because I wanted to try these things. And then I could see what was happening to you. And I was like, I just want to play this. I just want to do this for as long as I want to do this. And then, yeah, it did feel like a fuck because it felt like casual. Like,
Hell yeah.
And I bet it felt like a fuck because I was doing things that I don't normally do.
If I wanted to initiate a fuck, can I share how I would do it? And then I would love some feedback.
Yes, what's this going to be rated?
Us?
This is a Lard and Trey.
Yeah,
okay.
This is a US.
And go.
Honey.
Sorry, pause. I need to turn my phone on driving. Somehow it got off. Okay, initiate a fuck.
Honey, I've been turned on all day by you. I'm really craving a fuck. Is there any opportunity in the afternoon for you to be an allowing and let me take from your body for 5 minutes?
I'm curious. Tell me more.
Okay, yeah, this needs to be edited. I would like to do this in the living room while you're on your computer.
Ooh. Do I need to pay attention to you?
Not at all. Actually, I'd actually request that you ignore me.
Can we set a timer?
5 minutes.
Are you
I'm
okay
requesting 5 minutes.
if it doesn't lead to anything else?
I'm asking that it doesn't lead to anything else.
That it doesn't lead to anything else.
I don't have to. Yeah, this would be from me.
For you.
Mm-hmm. The gift would be from me. So I'd be in take, you'd be in allow. May I... ...
Yeah,
That's
as long as it's between the hours of ... and ... Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, great. What do you need, like, as far as... Do you need me to go slow at first? Do you need time for adaption? Or do you want to talk about that during our 5 minutes?
Yeah, I will make sure to speak up my boundaries, ask for the pause where I need it.
Right.
And yeah, I ask that I be warm enough. Still that weird kind of temperature here.
Perfect.
So I would like to keep my socks on. I would like a blanket nearby. And yeah, I'll speak my limits.
Lovely. I'll see you at 2:30. And a handshake. Great. Okay, your turn.
I was so impressed with I just got turned on by the way you negotiated your way to a agreement. So well done.
Oh, and this needs to be, we say this a lot, this is an opportunity for this to happen. The opportunity is cool because things change.
Yep.
So it's not set in stone.
Nope.
It's an opportunity for this to happen.
Consent can always be revoked.
Bingo.
Always. If one of us injures the other relationally between now and then.
Yeah,
off the table. Off the table. Honey, it's been a long time since I had one of those days where I got up, got to journal, then got to get ready, have some clients, go work out, go out with Wednesday S, and then come home and just fuck you for my pleasure. I would like to request one of those times this Wednesday where I can be full of all of the things that bring me joy. May I schedule an opportunity to climb on top of you, straddle you when I get home from being out with Wednesday S. Yeah, and chase my pleasure.
Can I ask some questions?
Please.
What is your time frame as far as at night? Because at night, it's not my tingle time. I will make sex to you at night, but it's not my preferred tingle time. I like to sleep.
This is why I requested this. In order for this to happen, I would like to respect your limits. What time would you need me to be home by?
I'm going to throw it back in your domain. What time, since this is for you, what time were you thinking?
Yeah, but you'd be allowing the use of your body, so it's okay if it has a cutoff.
Oh, okay,
as long
great.
as you're home by, that's with the limit.
Yeah. If you're home by, all right, can we do this between 10:15 and 10:30?
I thought you were going to say 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, and may I, also have an orgasm?
Oh. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever not wanted to.
Oh,
because then I feel powerful, and then I feel like I've like.
Well, hold on, negotiate. So.
Yeah,
is that part of? Well, is that part of your kink that I don't?
No,
come?
It's a part of my kink that you do because in my mind I've aroused you so much, even in your non-tingle time.
And can I be on my back the entire time?
Yes, I've got one more request.
Yeah,
I'd like you to save your orgasm for me all day long.
Happily. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you're so much more. It is a jointly desired moment a little bit more when you've saved an orgasm.
Yes, I think we've just scheduled an opportunity for a fuck.
Is blood flowing to your genitals? Blood is flowing to my genitals.
A fuck, yeah.
A fuck.
That's how you do it. Thanks for this podcast.
Okay, here's what's necessary for negotiating your way to a fuck. You got to know what you want. You got to know.
Yeah. Or you got to put it forward too.
Yeah, but you got to
know what
with
you want.
knowing
You're
what
right.
you want.
You're right.
And I think that so many of us have been, I think this is also why it's easier to have a fuck with a casual sex partner because it's easier to think about what you want. I was with clients the other day and we were playing the If I Could Have It All My Way game, and one of them couldn't think of what they would want if they could have it all their way. So, here's another game to play. If I could have it all my way, just do it with non-sexual things. We literally did it. I requested us to do one more podcast. But before we did that, before we sat down to record this final episode today, this is our 4th, we both did it If I Could Have It All My Way.
And recording another podcast was not included in If I Could Have It All My Way. I was willing to record another podcast.
Yeah. And so this is a gift that Trey is giving to me. Yeah. And that is beautiful. This is an act of service. And it is okay for me to have that want and to put it forward into the third domain. And I considered what he said, and I considered his resiliency and that this is draining for him. And I considered that this ensures that we don't have a missed week.
And then I considered all of that too. And I go, I'm willing to do another one within can we keep it to definitely under 30 minutes, ideally 20 minutes, because my battery is dead right now.
So this practice that we just did of if I could have it all my way helps us get more in tune with what it is that we actually want, so that when somebody says, what is it that you want in a sexual way or a romantic way, there's more access to that. It is a muscle that has some training.
Yeah. And even keeping it just to this podcast, I am in my willing. I'm not in my tolerating. And also I'm not going to go to martyrdom after this, or, hey, you got that final podcast now. I'm not doing this to give to get. So right now I am tired. This isn't my desire to be on a mic right now, but I'm willing to do it because of all of the points that Lauren made. And then after, may I have help making the bed?
Yes.
Thank you.
Which you had already kind of put forward.
Yeah. If I had it all my way. We'd stop now. I would have your help making the bed, and then we go about the other... all the other shit that we got to do. I
think it's really beautiful too when we can understand the giving and receiving of gifts, because then it increases, hopefully, the amount of gratitude in the partnership. We're all giving and receiving all day long. We're all taking all day long. And yeah, just to be able to acknowledge that this is a gift that you're giving to me allows me to be incredibly thankful too. Not like a over the top, but thankfulness. Yes. And then talking through, how could I be of help to you so we could do this thing for me? It's great.
It's a healthy negotiation that applies to fucking.
It does. Sex is not everything. It's just a part of everything. How many times have I said this? This is the tools that we still utilize when we are sexually communicating. And so if I could have it all my way is such a great, great use of words to put something in the third domain for then both people to sit and consider, okay. I do this often with different couples and partnerships that I work with when we're talking about landings, when we're talking about this coming back together at the end of a time apart or the end of a work day. If I could have it all my way, we would take a pause, one of them will say, and we would have a moment where we hug until relaxed. Okay, great. If I could have it all my way, you would come in and help me with the kids or this, that, or the other thing. Great. We're negotiating. A statement of desire is not an obligation that the other needs to do something. It is simply good to want. And being able to have access to your words and your wants benefits your relationships. And then makes fucking more fun.
This is so cool. Where Lauren talking for 2 hours. This is like, okay, now I'm warmed up to do the rest of the day. And me, it's like, I'm fucking done.
It is. It is really funny. We are a human design projector and generator. And it's like once I get on the train, I mean it when I say I absolutely adore what I do. And when I get to do client after client after client, I'm just on a roll.
Yeah.
It's like it begets more inspiration.
I need a nap. I look like I'm hungover probably on camera right now. I'm yawning so much.
Trey's done. But anyway, this was awesome. Thank you for doing this. We can go ahead and wrap it up.
Thank you.
I think that there have been nuggets galore in this. And we did it. You guys have all the podcasts for while we're trotting around the globe. Well, yeah, and then we'll get to tell you about it when we record on Wednesday. But thanks for coming to this episode of the Partnership Podcast with Lauren and Trey. Take what you like, leave the rest. You have a right to informed decision-making and self-determination. Please keep in mind that these are our opinions and our opinions only. If you want to talk more about sexual communication and your relationship, go to sexedforyou.com/free consult and request some time with me. We can chat about what you're looking for in this stage of your relational development and how I work with clients. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.